Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the Supremely Enlightened One. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. All right, dear Dhamma friends. Now we discussed last time about the Kaya-nupassana, and today we had to finish the remaining parts of the Kaya-nupassana. Now we start to discuss about the Kaya-nupassana, first part of the Kaya-nupassana. That was the breathing meditation. Then second part of that one, Iriyapada. And third part is Sati Sampajanya. And fourth one is foulness of body. And last time we learned 4 great elements and we practiced that meditation today. Now next one is Navasivatika, or 9 stages of a dead body. Navasivatika Pabbam or Navasivatika Bhavana, that 9 channel ground contemplation. This is the first channel ground contemplation, right? This is there are 9 types of meditation here. Okay, altogether, then 14 types of meditation in Kaya-nupassana. Okay, now again, monks, as to a monk were to see a corpse, okay, and thrown aside in a charnel ground. There's a difference between charnel ground and cemetery. So what's the difference between charnel ground and cemetery? And charnel ground, those days, they put the dead body open there. But cemetery, we cremate, and we cremate, and also we store some place, like the ashes, or we bring somewhere else ashes. That's therefore just charnel ground. Those days, when somebody died, they put the body into charnel ground, right? Who will go after that? All their relatives will go away. Then only monks used to go there. Why monks used to go there? Either to meditate or to get sometimes clothes. They got from the the cloth wrap, right? So for the robes, they got the wrapped robes, wrapped up clothes. They got from the charnel ground, right? And that's why thrown aside in the charnel ground, 1 or 2, 3 days dead, bloated, blue, and festering. A monk compares this very body with it thus. This body is the same nature. It will be like that. It is not exempt from that. So when some body drop into the charnel ground, it is that same like he is sleeping. Even though it is their faculties are there, the skin color did not change, right? He is like sleeping. So what will happen when after 1 day passed? Okay, 1 day passed. So all the blood will be converted into pus. Then it start to change. Then this color will change. It will start to come the bluish color, very dark bluish color. Then when we come to second day, what will happen there? So, and start to swell the body, right? So hands, legs slowly swelling that. You can see after second day, the swollen body with the hands, legs, belly, and face. Okay, so, and when it comes to third day, you can see from all the possible places, from ears and, So eyes, nose, mouth, and from the chest area, belly, the back side and front side, that you can see the fractures and coming the pus out from the body. So the second time, this is the way of that first day, second day, and third day. By observing this one, monks used to meditate. Buddha advised that observing this one, practice meditation. Unfortunately, now we don't have charnel ground, right? We cannot get that feeling, but still you can visualize that what is happening. Okay. Only thing is you don't get the bad smell. When it's happening, all the bad smell is coming, no matter how rich, how poor, how educated, uneducated, highly born, low born, all the bodies, maybe Indian or Sri Lankan or Chinese, it doesn't change. All these the same nature, right? You cannot keep your skin color. It will be bluish at the end of one day. Okay. So when Buddha advised, see that observing this body and see the nature, and then compare your body with this uh, the 1 day, 2 day, uh, 3 days dead body. Yeah, so my body will be the same like that. Okay, and like that passing that when I lost my body and when I die, this body is based on four great elements. That four great elements, right? Without four great elements, it cannot survive. So the change of four great elements with the nutriments, so it will die. It will come to this stage. And all other bodies, they will be the same nature. And my body and other bodies, they will be the same nature. You see the impermanent nature of this body. Okay? So therefore, by thinking this way, you detach from the body, right? From your body and other bodies. Why it is happening, all those things? Because of the attachment from your body and attachment for other bodies. But in this meditation, like foulness of the body meditation, we see that the foulness nature of our body, then we compare with other bodies. However, this meditation, we see the impermanent, this nature of other bodies, because we cannot experience this one, right? But the foulness nature, we observe that in the foulness of the body from our body, and we compare with others. But this one, we see the, 1 day passed, 2 days passed, 3 days passed, that dead body, dark blue and bloated and festering, and all those things are happening. And you compare with your body, right? This is the first meditation we do. We are going to practice this meditation next week. Okay. And we'll go to the second one. So this is the way that we are, uh, we have to see. Okay. And second one, and again, monks, as though a monk were to see a corpse thrown aside in a charnel ground, being devoured by crows, hawks, vultures, dogs, jackals, on various kind of creatures, he compares this very body with it. Thus, this body is the same nature. It will be like that. It is not exempt from that fate. So the second thing that when it will take some time, all the animals, all the like foals, jackals, and eagles, they will come start. They will come and start to eat the body, right? Or the dogs and jackal and all other animals, crocodiles, right? So and pythons, and they all come and not python actually, monitors, and they will come and start to eat the flesh here and there. Okay. Then crows will come try to remove our eyes here and there. Then you can see that all these animals are eating, and you can see that some places exposed the bones, sometimes smeared blood, and blood vessels came out. Sometimes you can see that in small intestines, large intestines came out. Then some part you can see that eyes, one eye came out. Sometimes exposed your face, and inside you can see the inside the bones. And this way that you observe this, the way of that all the animals and also all the birds are eating the body. You compare your body, my body also will be like that, right? And because this body is based on nutriments and four great elements, without nutriments, when we became the dead body, my body will eat, that ghost will come and eat my body like this. And also all the animals, they will come and eat. And other bodies are the same nature. My body and other bodies are same nature. By thinking that you see the impermanent nature of your body, other bodies, and my body and other bodies, both bodies. Why we do that? First of all, you see the nature of that all these crows and all these birds and all these animals are eating the body. Then after that, you see your body, impermanent nature of your body, and you see the other nature of other bodies, impermanent nature, and you see that your body and other bodies. Why we see that your body and other bodies? Because sometimes there's a possibility. If you see your body, you will think that only my body is the same nature. If you think that other bodies, you will forget that that body is the same nature. You think no, my body and other bodies both, you know, all are same nature. And by thinking this way, we practice this meditation. This is the second nature of developing the meditation. So we see the impermanent nature of this one. We try to remove the attachment to our body and other bodies, right? There are no magic of other bodies, okay? And because people attach to other bodies, there are no magic of other bodies. All are experiencing the same thing. This is the second one. Let's go to third one. Then time pass, time will go, and so then it will come to the third one. Again, monks, as though a monk were to see a corpse thrown aside in a charnel ground, a skeleton with flesh and blood held together with blood vessels. You can see the animals ate the flesh here and there. You can see the skeleton here and there exposed. All the blood vessels came out, and but still all these flesh is there in this body, right? So they finished the finished portions. You can see, right? You can see the flesh from the some flesh disappeared from hands and legs. Some flesh disappeared from the body, but the bones are exposed. So you can see, by thinking this, by observing this way, you compare my body will be the same like that. Okay. And after, this body is based on nutriments, four great elements, and other bodies will be the same like that. My body and other bodies, all are will be the same like that. Okay. By thinking, and so therefore that my body and is impermanent, and we don't have control over it. And other bodies are impermanent. It's not I, not mine, not myself. My body and other bodies, all are impermanent, right? Not I am, not mine, not myself. Is the third meditation we practice. Okay. Then it will go to, after some times, it will go to the fourth stage. You can see the fourth stage. Again, monks, as though a monk were to see a corpse thrown aside in a charnel ground, this fleshless skeleton smeared with blood. So all the animals, they finish eating all the flesh, all the small intestines, large intestines. Now you can see the skeleton and blood vessels, but however, skeleton smeared with blood. Okay, this is the fourth stage. So by observing this one, you see, so this body will be the same nature, right? My body will be the same nature because without flesh, and my body will be the skeleton like this, smeared with blood and blood vessels. And all other bodies will be same like that. My body and other bodies will be the same like that. Okay. So because this body is based on four great elements, that which is called nutriments. Without nutriments, this body became that skeleton smeared blood with blood vessels, right? And so, and my body will be like that. So other bodies, therefore my body is impermanent. It is not I am, not mine, not myself. And even other bodies, they will be the same like that. They all are impermanent. They cannot see that. And my body and other bodies, they all are impermanent. So cannot see. Okay. And my body and other bodies, they all are impermanent. Okay. Can see that fourth stage. Now it will go to the fifth stage. This is fifth stage, channel ground. The five stage of Namasiltaka. And what is the condition of this one? And the earliest stage, fourth stage, was smeared blood and blood vessels. Now you can see this, after some time, the skeleton is there. There are no bloods. Either they washed away or dry out. You can see that there's a skeleton, but still with the blood vessels and all the tendons are there. So still you can have a skeleton. There are no smeared blood. You have blood vessels, right? So skeleton without flesh and blood held together with blood vessels, like they wrapped with the blood vessels and tendons. He compares this very body with it thus. So he compare. So my body will be the same like that, right? So other bodies will be the same like that. My body and other bodies will be the same like that. Without nutriments, my body will be the skeleton, and without flesh and without blood, and together, held together with blood vessels, all these things. Even other bodies will be the same like that. And my body and other bodies will be the same like that. Okay. This is the fifth stage. Okay. Now time passed. What will happen? At sixth stage. So what will happen that all the blood vessels decompose, all the tendons decompose, sinews decompose. The connection between all the bones are not there anymore. So what will happen? Then bones will go here and there, right? You can disconnect bones scattered in all directions. Here a hand bone, there a foot bone, here a shin bone, there a thigh bone, here hip bone, there a backbone, here a rib bone, there's a pelvis, here neck bone, there are teeth, and here the uh, skull here compares his body with this. You can see the scattered skeleton, right? Here and there. So you compare, your body will be the same like that. The scattered skeleton. And other bodies will be the same like that scattered skeleton. My body and other bodies will be the same like that. Okay. And my body, without nutriments, without, based on this, or the body is based on four great elements, right? So without nutriments, my body will be the same like that scattered skeleton. And all others bodies are scattered skeleton. My body and other bodies all will be the scattered skeleton, right? That's we cannot say that because I was born in high bone, I was born in that I'm educated. No, my skeleton cannot be scattered. It should be like that, right? So it will be like this. You compare the impermanent nature of your body, and you cannot have control. That is not I am, not mine, not myself. Other bodies, you don't have control. They are impermanent too. You don't have control in them. Yeah, I am not, no, not I am, not mine, not myself. My body and other bodies, not I am, all bodies are impermanent. You don't have control, not I am, not mine, not myself. Then it will come to the seventh stage. Okay. So after some times, you can see the seventh stage, okay, and seven channel ground contemplation. Again, monks, as though a monk were to see a corpse thrown aside in the channel ground, bones bleach white color of cells. They will be after some time, this became very white color, bleach color, right? Still scattered here and there. Then you, by observing this one, you compare your body will be the same like that. Other bodies will be the same like that. My body and other bodies will be the same like that. You see the impermanent nature that without nutriments, my body will be the same, that bleach color skeleton, scattered skeleton like this. Other bodies will be the same like that. My body and other bodies will be the same like that. You see the impermanent nature of the body, right? My body is impermanent, therefore not I am, not mine, not myself. Other bodies also same like that, is impermanent, not I am, not mine, not myself. And my body and other bodies, impermanent and not I am, not mine, not myself, is the seventh stage. Then time passed, right? It will come to the eighth stage. When it comes to this eighth stage, you can see again monks, as though a monk were to see a corpse thrown aside in charnel ground, bones uh, heaped up several years old. He compares this very body with it thus. So then the eighth stage come with the natural consequences. All these, that they will break into pieces. And you can see that heaps here and there. You cannot identify those things. You cannot identify this is, this is, chin bone, this is head bones, this is shoulder bone, this bone is from hand, legs. We can see just bones, heaps here and there, piled here and there. Okay. By observing this one, you see that my body also will be, my skeleton will be like that, right? So unidentified. So you can see, separate that your bones, and whether it is, that ribs, backbone, or leg bones, or head bones, hand bones. You can see that, all these things by observing. If you want to identify, you have to go for that special test, right? From the isotopes or something like that. So you can search and find that where it's born. But by observing, you cannot see that body. By observing that, you see that my body will be the same like that. Like other bodies will be the same like that. My body and other bodies will be the same like that. Without nutriments, my body will be all these, that bones uh, heaped up several years old, that my body will be the same like that. Therefore, my body is impermanent, impermanent, impermanent. And my body is not I, not mine, not myself. Other bodies also same like that. They are impermanent, therefore not I am, not mine, not myself. And my body and other bodies. Always it's important. You see my body, you see other bodies, right? And you see my body and other bodies. Okay. By observing the whole of the wisdom, right? So there are no magic of my body, but there's no magic of other bodies. And you detach from the bodies or the common phenomena, right? Can you say that my loved ones, and don't be like this, heap up bones like this? You can't do that, right? And so it'll come to, then after some times uh, it'll go to ninth stage, right? Ninth stage is called Navasivtaka, a ninth channel ground contemplation. Again, as though monk were to see a corpse thrown aside in a channel ground, bones rotted away to dust like lime powder. When time passed, you can see that it's decomposed slowly. You can see like a lime powder, or if you know the chalk, you can chalk dust, right? So now all the bones became chalk powder, like lime powder, right? By seeing this way, you uh, see, oh, my body will be same like that. So like a white color lime powder, and my body is impermanent because without nutriments, so my body will be like this. Therefore, my body is impermanent. impermanent. So it is not I am, not mine, not myself. I cannot control. And even other bodies, they will be the dust like this, they are bones. I cannot stop, even my light ones, right? So they will be that, therefore, we don't have a control this or everything, all these other bodies are impermanent, right? Not I am, not mine, not myself. And my body and other bodies, all these bodies, they all will be the like powder, dust, like white color dust, they decompose. And therefore, my body and other bodies, all these bodies are impermanent, right? Not I am, not mine, not myself. And this is the way of practicing, right? 9 stages of dead body. So first of all, we saw the dead body. First day, it is, faculties are broken, the still skin color is there, okay? And so slowly it became that blood became pus. Same like sleeping, somebody sleeping. But however, faculties are broken. And then after that, slowly, after one day, it will be uh, slowly became blood became pus. Therefore, it will come the bluish color, very dark bluish. Okay, and when it comes to second days, it will that you can see swollen body slowly. And when it comes to third day, you can see that every possible places come in the pus. The first stage. Second stage, all the animals and that all the birds that are eating. You can see that eating body. The third one, you can see the skeleton here and there exposed. All the blood vessels came out, and but still all these flesh is there in this body. Fourth stage, all these animals and crows they ate and they finished the flesh, and now you can see the skeleton and blood vessels, smeared blood, right? And fifth stage, you can see now there are no blood in the skeleton. Without blood, uh, only the blood vessels. Okay. So sixth stage, you can see the connection between bones are not there anymore. Those are scattered here and there, right? You can see the scattered bones. Then seventh stage, you can see that all these bones became very white color, right? And the eighth stage, you can see now you cannot identify those. They became decomposed. There's, the bones, but you can see the heaps of bones here and there in the charnel ground. Okay. And so the ninth stage, it became dust. And they all became decomposed and be the part of the earth. This is very powerful meditation. Or when you practice this meditation really well, you see that you are developing that you can see the visuals, right? And all these stages, you can see the visuals. Okay? When you develop. So, and this is the way of practicing these 9 stages of dead body. Okay. We are going to practice this meditation tomorrow, not next week. Now, next one is the contemplation of feeling. Vedananupassana. Contemplation of feeling. And then Buddha explains here that how monks, there's a monk dwells contemplating feeling in feeling. Here, monks, when feeling in a pleasant feeling, a monk understands, I feel a pleasant feeling. In that feeling, so can be divided into 3 categories. What are the 3 categories? That pleasant feeling and painful feeling and neither painful nor pleasant feeling. Right? Those are 3 stages. So here, monks, when feeling is feeling a pleasant feeling, monks understands, I feel a pleasant feeling. When feeling a painful feeling, he understands, I feel a painful feeling, right? When feeling neither a painful nor pleasant feeling, he understands, I feel neither a painful nor pleasant feeling, right? So And these feelings are divided into two in many instances. We can divide in two. What are two in Dhamma? So the physical pain and mental pain. Right? People have physical pain and mental pain. Uh, Buddha explains monks, when touched with feeling of pain, the there are uninstructed person means he doesn't know Buddha's teachings, right? He doesn't know about the Buddha. He doesn't know about monks. So when he touched that the feeling of pain, he he grieves, laments, beats his breast, becomes tormented, right? He's a very that he depressed. So he feels by this way, he feels two pains: physical pain and mental pain. Okay, so two pains. It is same like this, right? Buddha explains monks, just as if they were to shoot a man with an arrow and right forward were to shoot him with another one, so that he would feel the pain of two arrows. Why? Because he is suffering from the pain and grief, and he was lamenting, and it seemed like he is experiencing when he got a shot from one arrow, he got another shot from another arrow. Uh, so in the same way, when touched with the feeling of pain, the uninstructed person feels two pains, physical and mental. Why? He has body pain and he has mental pain as well. As he touched by the painful feeling, he is resistant. To overcome this painful feeling, what they do? They go to sensual pleasure, right? But however, when they have painful feeling, they have underlying tendency as one asava is activating. Okay, what's that underlying tendency? Patiga anusar. The underlying tendency of ill will is happening this way when they are pain. In order to overcome them, what they do? They go to sensual pleasure. And it's like this. You have, very mental pain, right? Or something, or body pain. So you want to overcome that pain. Usually people, they switch on the TV and try to watch the TV, right? So you try to overcome your painful feeling with the pleasurable feeling. The pleasurable feeling that you are going to sensual pleasure. That what you develop within that one. Underlying tendency of what? Underlying tendency of lust. Because people don't know about this, right? Why is that? Because the uninstructed person does not uh, understand the escape from painful feeling aside from sensual pleasure. As he delighted in sensual pleasure, but it it just touched that, right? Yeah. Yeah. He does not know how to do the insight meditation on that painful feeling. And he does not know that reason, that nature of this feeling. He try to overcome, he go to the sensual pleasure, right? Uh, then he does not discern the origin, passing away, and escape from those feelings, right? He does not know. And what happened that by doing that, he will develop the underlying tendency of lust, right? He is not escaping from that pain. Okay. Oh, sometimes they are sensing feeling neither pleasure nor pain. He senses it as though joined with it, and this is called an uninstructed person joined with. So when somebody is joined with neither pleasant nor unpleasant, so what will happen? When they join with that, they are attached with underlying tendency of ignorance, right? So they are not escaping from this feeling. Okay, and so therefore, these uninstructed worldlings, they are not escaping from aging, death, sorrow, and lamentation, pain, distress, and despair. These join, I tell you, with suffering and stress. Okay, and then this is the way of normal life. Okay, this is the way of normal life. Now, monks, how well instructed noble disciple. They know the Buddha's teachings, they know the monks, and then so Buddha explains when touched with the feeling of pain, does not sorrow, grieve, or lament, does not beat his breast or become distraught. They don't be like that, right? So he feels one pain, physical, but not mental. They have physical pain, not with mental pain. Monks, just as if they were to shoot a man with an arrow and right afterward did not shoot him with another. He does not get two arrows, another one, so that he would feel the pain of only one arrow, right? He does not have two arrows because he had the bodily pain. He does not have another arrow. Maybe mental pain. He does not have another pain, right? Even mental pain, you have mental pain. So, and it beating your breast and you weeping, you have another pain. Okay. Monks, I will tell you, he is well instructed noble disciples of Tathagata. Why is that? Because he discerns as it actually is present, the origination, passing away, and and escape from those feelings. He knows how to escape from those feelings. Okay. Um, Usually, feeling is a key factor of human life, right? If we are mindfully and alert, we can understood, we can understand clearly that feeling is mental process. Feeling always mental process. Generally, people are distressed when they are experiencing unpleasant feelings and are elated by pleasant feelings. When they have that, when they have painful feeling, they depress and they cry, and they are very happy with pleasant feeling, right? And one should be aware of feeling when they are arise, and we know that when you have feeling, we should see the feeling arise and clearly distinguish them and avoid becoming a slave to those sensations, those feelings, as they are prone to turn into unwholesome emotions and not to go for unwholesome emotions. How we can do? Physically or mental feelings are noted as pleasant or unpleasant or neutral according to the Dhamma, right? And both mentally and physically. Feeling in that sense, in whichever way it is described, is pleasant or unpleasant or neutral. So, and Supreme Buddha explained in many occasions that this disciple of Tathagata can aim at growth of insight that leads to final deliverance by contemplating feeling through the development of four foundations of mindfulness. We develop the four foundations of mindfulness. Now we are in the contemplation of feeling, right? If the monk is thus mindful and clearly comprehending on the deliverance from defilements, so ardent, earnest, and resolute and pleasant feeling born of sense or organs arise in him. He knows now that now I am experiencing, I am pleasant feeling or pleasant feeling has arisen in me. Okay, it is conditioned, not unconditioned, right? Conditioned by what? Is there any feeling that we are experiencing pleasant feeling, right? The feeling can get from eyes, ears, right? Ears, nose, tongue, body, and mind, right? And the condition of these feelings, right? So how we get the feeling from eyes? So we have eye and we get the form. With our attention, it will generate the eye consciousness, the unification of these three, eye contact. From this contact, we get the feeling. And ears, we get the ear and we get the sound. With our attention, it will generate the consciousness of our ears. The unification of that three, ear contact, right? We generate the feeling. We have feeling, the feeling for whatever the sounds we receive. Okay. So then same like with the nose contact, we get the feeling for smells. Then tongue contact, we have this feeling for taste. We have the feeling for tangibles. Okay. We have feeling for thoughts, right? With the mental contact. And then depending on the contact arises, the feeling arises, right? And this contact indeed is impermanent, right? And compounded dependently addition. Okay, you can see that when somebody knows this one, so you get the feeling for the forms. You see the forms, or you know that, oh, right, okay, I had a feeling. This is not, independently addition. This is dependently addition. How we, get the feeling. You have eye, form, consciousness, and unification of that three. You have contact. With this contact, you get the feeling, right? You understand the feeling. With you get somebody is scolding you. That time, somebody is yelling at you, and then painful. Yes, painful. And how can you overcome that painful feeling? You know that ear is there and sound is coming, and with our attention, we have consciousness, the contact of that, the unification of that three, this contact. With contact, you get that contact is that not the pleasurable one, it's painful one. Therefore, that you get the painful feeling. When you see that there's a condition we are in. You see the important nature of this one, right? When you see this one, in regard to contact, pleasant feeling, painful feeling, and neutral feeling, he dwells contemplating impermanence. There are four ways that we can see all these accounts. So I will share some document now with you to explain that all these nature, contemplation of feeling. Okay, now regarding contact, maybe with the contact, pleasant feeling, painful feeling, and neutral feelings from your eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, and mind. So you see the feelings because it is aniccanupassi, so impermanence, aniccanupassi feeling, whatever the feeling you experience, and vayanupassi, vanishing, right? How it's vanished? The contact is over, it will be over, the vanishing. And when you see the nature of this one, you develop viraganupassi, detachment of this one. Somebody is, yelling at you. But however, if you see this way, we can smile, right? So because you know that detachment and nirodhanupassi, you can see the cessation. Because why? If there's, say, cease of contact, the cessation of contact, cessation of feeling, right? And patinissagganupassi, you can overcome all these feelings. All these feelings, we can get pleasant feeling, painful feeling, and neutral feeling, neither pleasant nor unpleasant. Feeling from eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, and mind. Okay. So, and in him who thus dwells, the underlying tendency to lust, raganusa, in regard to the contact, and pleasant feeling vanishes. When he thinks, there's, you see with the contact is the reason. So underlying tendency for the present feeling, right? What is the underlying tendency? We have unwholesome roots in our life, right? So when you have present feeling, you have with the underlying tendency, it will come the lust, right? We discussed today, some extent today. And so what happened that lust will come, raganusaya, okay, and it got to contact and pleasant feeling. So what will happen? Vanishes when you see this way with the contact, right? Vanishes. Then underlying tendencies to resistance, patiganusaya, in regard to contact and painful feeling, vanishes, right? With the painful feeling, we develop underlying tendency of patiganusaya, right? Or what is underlying tendency of ill will, aversion, aversion. Neither pleasant nor unpleasant feeling, that it will vanish. What is the ignorance for this one? Okay. So when somebody sees this way, and here is the way. When he dwells on mindfully regarding contact, contact, how we the contact of in our ears, eyes, nose, tongue, body, and mind. What is contact? The unification of three things. If eye contact, eye forms eye consciousness, there's eye contact. Ear sounds and ear consciousness, ear contact. Nose smells and nose consciousness, nose contact. Tongue tastes, tongue consciousness, tongue contact. Body tangibles and body consciousness, body contact. Mind thoughts and mind consciousness, mind contact. Like because this because the contact we get the feeling, and this feeling is impermanent, whether it is pleasant or it is neutral or it is painful feeling, that will be. Then when he dwells on mindfully regarding contact for pleasant feeling, right? The underlying tendency to lust, abandon, okay, and contact for painful feeling, the uh, underlying tendency to aversion, abandon, contact for neither painful nor pleasant feeling, the underlying tendency to ignorance, abandon, remove that. Okay. So isn't that a good thing? Right? So you abandon all these unwholesome roots within you. Okay. And Buddha gave a nice simile for this one. And somebody, he understood this word feeling. That sensing a feeling of pleasure, sensing a feeling of pain, sensing feeling of neither pleasure nor pain. He sensed it, disjoint from it, right? Not join, disjoint from that feeling. When sensing a feeling limited to the body, it discerns that I am sensing a feeling limited to the body. Okay. And when sensing the feeling limited to the life, he discerns that I am sensing a feeling limited to the life. Okay. He discerns that with the breakup of the body after termination of the life, Nibbāna, all that is experienced not being relished will grow old right here, right? Will finish. It is same like this. Monks, just as an oil lamp burns in depends on oil and wick. No lamps, oil and wick. And from the termination of oil and wick, and from not being provided any other the things, what will happen? It goes out without any resources, to nourished and unnourished, and it will disappear for these the light. In the same way, monk, when sensing a feeling limited to the body, he discerns that I am sensing a feeling limited to the body. When sensing a feeling limited to the life, he discerns that I am sensing a feeling limited to the life. He discerns that with the breakup of the body after termination of the life, all that is sensed not being relished will go all right here. So they disappear, right? And even Buddha explained in the Gattambha Sutta in Samyutta Nikaya that monks Pleasant feelings would be known as painful feeling. And painful feelings would be known as a thorn. And neither painful nor pleasant feelings should be known as impermanent, right? And to see this way, so this way, and even he explained, if somebody is developing jhana, if somebody is developing jhana, it's a very happy state, it's wholesome, right? And if one clings to it in attachment as I am, mine, myself, what will happen? He will not be free from ground of suffering. Even you have to see that if you go to the jhana, first jhana, second jhana, third jhana, fourth jhana, you have to detach from that. You observe the impermanent nature of that jhana. And if a monk is ardent and does not neglect to practice mindfully and clear comprehension, he will penetrate the nature of all feelings. And somebody is thinking this way, they can escape from penetrate. They can see the reality, right? And they can see because the contact is the everything, the foundation for all the feelings, right? And when you have good contact, you know that the pleasurable feeling and painful contact, painful feeling, and neutral contact, neither pleasant nor unpleasant feeling. Okay, so this is the way Buddha explained. Even in the jhana, if somebody sees, they cannot escape. So this is the way that Buddha advised us to see the contact, aniccanupassi, vayanupassi, viraganupassi, nirodhanupassi, paටිනිස්සග්ගානුපස්සී. When you see the feelings, that all these conditioned things, this is the way that you detach from that feeling. So you see the aniccanupassi, that the impermanent nature of feeling, because it's conditioned, right? And when you see that vanishing, all these feelings, right? You observe, and when you see that one, you have the earlier you have attachment with the pleasurable feeling. Now here, you see the detachment, you see the cessation and relinquishment. All right. So this is the way. And now let's go to our document. Basically, that feeling is three types of feeling. What are the three types of feeling? Pleasurable feeling, painful feeling, neither neutral feeling, right? So, and when feeling a pleasant feeling based on five sense objects, form, sound, smell, taste, and tangibles, he understands properly. I am feeling a worldly pleasure, a worldly pleasant feeling. Okay. And there's other pleasant feeling. When feeling a pleasant feeling through his spiritual practice, he understands it properly. I am feeling a spiritual pleasant feeling. When you read the sutta, you have happiness. That's pleasant feeling, right? When you practice meditation, you have happiness. Loving kindness meditation, you have happiness. When you practice impermanent meditation, you have happiness. That is called the pleasant feeling with this spiritual practice. In this feeling, is there any underlying tendency of lust? No. There's no underlying tendency of lust. Okay. And if you go to next one, so when feeling painful feeling based on five sense objects, painful feeling, right? You are seeing that something you don't like to see, like the person you don't like to see. You hear something is, yelling at you, and you have bad smell and taste and tangibles, right? So, and he understands properly. I am feeling a worldly painful feeling. Okay. And next one, when feeling a painful feeling back on lack of spiritual fruits, he understands properly. I am feeling a spiritual painful feeling. And so this way, what is this one? You are practicing meditation and try to practice, but you cannot develop meditation. You have painful, how can I develop my meditation? How can I practice this Dhamma path? You have painful feeling. Is there any underlying tendency of uh, aversion for this one? No. What about the worldly painful feeling. There is an underlying tendency of aversion, right? Okay, when feeling neither painful nor pleasant feeling, based on five sense objects from sound, smell, taste, and tangibles, he understands properly. I am feeling neither painful nor pleasant worldly feeling, right? So, and he understands because what is the base for feeling? What is the base for the condition for feeling? Contact, right? When feeling neither painful nor pleasant feeling, through his spiritual practice, he understands properly. I am feeling neither painful nor pleasant spiritual feeling. Is there any underlying tendency of ignorance for this one? No, there's no underlying tendency of ignorance. So, and Buddha explains this one. If you have pleasant feeling, develop your spiritual pleasant feeling, right? And if you have painful feeling, develop painful feeling or spiritual feeling, painful feeling. And if you have neither painful nor no pleasant feeling, and develop spiritual, uh, neither painful nor pleasant feeling, right? And so then after that, another sutta he explained that go to from the painful spiritual feeling to pleasurable feeling, and from that pleasurable feeling come to neutral feeling, which is called neither painful nor pleasant feelings. Okay, so this is the way of practicing the mindfulness of feeling. And in this way, he dwells contemplating feeling within himself. He dwells contemplating feeling with another. You see that this is the way of feeling and feeling. You see the others are same way, and you see that my feeling and other feelings are the same way, and how you feeling arose with the contact and cessation of contact, you don't have feeling, and even others are the same thing. He dwells contemplating the rising of feeling, he dwells contemplating the passing away of feeling, he dwells contemplating rising and passing away of feeling, right? And so go down, mindful that there is a feeling is simply established in him to extend necessary for higher knowledge and mindfulness. He dwells in independent and not clinging to anything in the world, right? He understood the feeling and he does not attach to that feelings, right? So therefore, he understands that it is present and he's overcoming. He took his feeling under his control, right? And so this way, and you can take under control painful feeling and pleasurable feeling and neutral feeling. Okay. By this way, that we may all of us be fortunate to understand mindfulness of feeling and understand the Four Noble Truths in this Gautam Buddha's dispensation. So. And now, time to ask the questions. Okay, the question is somebody does not know that when he's experiencing painful feeling, right? How to know? Yeah, anger comes. So that is the way it is, right? When you without knowing, that's why that when you have painful feeling, that anger will come. But in order to do that, what we have to do, according to the Buddha's teachings, you develop the mindfulness. You try to understand the nature of its feeling is coming. Is bodily pain, or you understand that because of the bodily contact, is all these feelings are coming. If it is somebody's, you get the feeling because of something happened in the past. You understand because of my, the way of that I'm thinking, right? So most of the time, why we get the anger, hatred, because we have a mind and we have thoughts. It's coming to our mind. However, we are thinking in the wrong way of this one. Ayoniso manasikara, unwise thinking, because if we think that okay, these things Oh, but Buddha, how Buddha said that? Let's say that somebody did something bad to you. That how Buddha's advice? Okay, Buddha or any enlightened monks, they don't have this kind of trouble. Why? They eradicate all these feelings. And how I can move that, how the Buddha's advice I can remove. You can think of the qualities of the Buddha, then it will, slowly reduce that feeling. Or you can think of Buddha advice that somebody comes, cut off your limbs, even if you develop anger. So you are not following my advice, right? By thinking that one, you can remove the way of thinking. Okay, you bring it to Dhamma, right? So, but however, if you develop really well, so always we can come to Dhamma, always come to Dhamma. So this is the way. And usually in these days, because we are all, most of the time we are not mindful, right? That's why Buddha explaining, if you are mindful the 7 days, I guarantee that you will be enlightened. Okay, we have to develop that slowly. We have to develop. Okay, right. Yes.
When you feel compassion,
Yes.
how would you explain that? I mean, compassion is feeling with sadness with somebody or happiness with somebody.
Okay, first of all,
to be compassionate.
Compassion, feeling of compassion is wholesome or unwholesome? Wholesome. Then unwholesome, it is wholesome. This underlying tendency is lust or not? No, right? So compassion would the advice that you have to develop the compassionate mind. Because the problem is that when you have a pleasurable feeling, we are developing that underlying tendency of lust, right? So it is harmful. But compassion, when you develop the compassion, this will go to wholesome, pleasurable feelings, right? There's no underlying tendency of lust. So develop that. Develop compassion, right? So maximum compassionate mind, you will be enlightened.
So Bhante, if we are feeling compassion, but then we can't really help the other party and it cause pain in our mind, will that consider painful spiritual feeling? Well, we feel like we feel sad.
No, I mean that there are some conditions, right? You have to understand it. You have compassionate about that compassion towards that South Africa, some small kids, they are suffering, but we don't have a way to help them, right? So even we have that some organization established, but still we don't have a way to help them. For example, be careful. Okay, so still we are not. That time we come to that what is the mind we have to come economically, right? So we have to economic. We don't like, but however we can do. Let's say somebody is poor, but they want to help others from money wise, but we cannot do. Come to economists, right? This is the way that. So because feeling always that when you can handle that, you can. This is the way of living happily. That's right? Buddhism for happiness, right? Okay, please go ahead.
Okay, Namo Buddhaya, Bhante. I was hoping you could kind of explain aversion in a bit more detail when you're talking about when he dwells on mindfully regarding contact. So the underlying tendency for pleasant feelings, lust is abandoned. Okay, I can understand that. But aversion, I want to get a better grasp of.
Okay, this is the way that we all have. What is that roots of unwholesome things? That is the called underlying tendency. In Pali, it is called anusaya, right? So there are 7 types of anusaya. This will happen that we are all that normal when we live normal. The environment will come right away. When environment comes, it will come just appear there. For example, that because this today we discussed. So and did somebody taught you, did somebody teach you, and if somebody told you bad things about this one, get angry, and got angry, say these things, say these things, right? Nobody taught us, right? But the environment comes, it just happened. So all these things are happening from the root of unwholesome things, underlying tendency of aversion, right? When you have a sorrowful feeling, even that, because we don't know that Buddha explained to us, it will come with when you develop that sorrowful feeling, and not the sorrowful feeling that we cannot develop meditation or Dhamma path, but in the sorrowful feeling for the other sensual things. Okay, so develop the underlying that person is developing underlying tendency of aversion, right? Patiga, right? Patiganusaya. This is the one of it's called underlying tendency. So it will come right away, right? We don't need to teach someone; it is within us. So we don't need to teach someone when you get the beautiful form, develop the lust, sensual desire, right? No, nobody taught us. We did not get the course, right, from the university or somewhere, how to get angry, how to get lust, how to get delusion, right? All these because of underlying tendency they are normal, they are living normal. So all the environment comes, you can see, right? Then you can see that your underlying tendency of aversion is somebody is yelling at you without any reason. And that time, can you develop your mindfulness? The nice thing happened, right? So in one day, one person, his wife told him to go to the supermarket, bring some stuff. When he went there, some older guy came and yelling at him with the bad words, and he was shocked. What happened? I didn't do anything to him, and he was saying, but he couldn't buy that things. He went home. Then his wife asked, "Did you buy that?" He said, "No." As one of the guy came and he yelled at me, and I didn't do anything. I got angry and I came back. And then his wife said, "Oh, that man, he's crazy, right? He lost his mind." And all of a sudden, what happened?
Change.
His underlying tendency changed. And next time he went to the same restaurant, same market, and that same guy was saying the same thing. But did he develop the underlying tendency of aversion?
No.
No. He without any, because he had the compassion in mind towards him, and he bought stuff, he came back. See the two stages. But let's say somebody is yelling at you that really is not crazy. That time you can think the same way.
Yes. Think that crazy.
Yeah, because we understand when you develop that, it will come with the mindfulness, right? That's why Sariputta Bhante, somebody was planning to check Sariputta Bhante, he came and attacked from backside, right? To check that whether he has a great compassion, he has great, that loving kindness, attack. Sariputta Bhante looked aside, and did he give, kung fu shots to the guy? No. So what happened that all the other people, they surrounded Sariputta Bhante, tried to attack. Sariputta Bhante told, please do not attack to him, because he attacked me. I gave him, I gave him pardon. So then he wanted to check further, right? He told, okay, Sariputta Bhante, can you please come to giving to my home? He did not say no. He came, right? When I said that it was there will be animation released very recently from Shraddha TV, you can see his wife was surprised. How come you went to attack that monk? Who are coming with that monk to offer food, right? Is the way. Okay,